Number 1, I command you to take a number 2. I'm trying to sound like
Patrick Stewart.
Down in Das Vidania City.
Uh-oh.
And don't know who has the right of way, but people are...
Whoa!
Everybody
Not
had
that.
the right away.
Oh, there's a guy.
Whoa.
Where'd the guy come from?
Well, yeah, where did he come from?
Did he come from the frickin' car?
Let's say
Must be on the bus. Yeah.
Yo.
Is he just a pedestrian?
Jeez, that bus
Who
was
knows?
Lying.
That's a very good... And then there's this dude just, all right,
He's looking for souvenirs.
I'm out of here.
And then why did he run back?
He can't be seen.
Oh, the
Oh,
that's why.
the bus
Holy
is-
cow.
The bus driver's not having any
Whoa.
of it. Backing out.
All right.
Oh, he's not backing out. There's no one in the driver's seat.
Hello, and welcome to this special Thursday episode of the Camcast.
Yay!
Woohoo.
I am very lucky that Mike has let me have a chance at the helm again.
Don't screw it up.
We're all so lucky.
Yeah, I will rein it in a little bit
Yeah.
more than last time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, the cussing needs to end. You
Jesus.
man, the 4-letter words that
I
fly
will
out
just
of your mouth.
I will just leave the Simpsons references at home.
There we go.
No,
What?
you just need to sprinkle them in
Yeah.
a more organic way.
Yeah.
Okay. I will try to be more organic.
Yeah.
Duff man. Damn it. See, I ruined it.
That's why we can't take you anywhere.
Duff man. Yes.
So I am your host today, Trent, the shadowy billionaire. And to my right, the guy looking disapprovingly, yet reluctant because he has to let me run this another week because next week he won't be here.
Fear is gripping his heart,
Dear leader,
I am.
Michael Chandler.
a.k.a. Doc Taste.
Yep, I am
Doc
awash in fear and regret.
Yes.
That is just another Monday for me.
Yep. Just another manic dear leader.
That was Trent's ringtone on my phone for the longest time.
That's hilarious. Manic Monday.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And your picture was a Harlequin Ferrari 355.
Is there such a thing?
Wow.
Somebody
You can
did
vinyl
one.
wrap
That is
anything.
disgusting.
It
and
was-
awesome at the same time.
It was hilarious.
Wrong.
Well, whenever I send you a message through my vehicle, through Apple CarPlay, it says, "You're sending a message to Mike Chandler, angry face."
All
Because
right.
It has the angry face emoji.
I'll
next to
take
your
it.
Name.
I like it.
But, sitting directly across from me,
Hey.
for some reason he's here this week.
Hey, uninvited.
And we appreciate it
Hey.
because
Tried changing the locks and he still kicked
yeah.
the door down.
Uninvited.
Dave and Gavin are both sick for
Yeah.
different reasons this week.
Yep. One's leaking profusely. The other one doesn't remember his name and keeps shitting himself when the microwave turns on. I just kidding.
We'll let you figure out which is which.
Just kidding. That's a quote from one of my favorite Christmas
they're both
movies.
STDs.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. But no, it's me.
But
it's
yes, Pizza Stepdad.
Pizza Stepdad. It's good to see you guys.
Hooray.
It's good to be here.
We have a special guest
Special guest.
that apparently everybody's looking forward to him telling embarrassing stories about me. But what they
That's
don't,
how you sold him to us.
Yeah.
What they don't realize is we met when I was in high school, so it's not like we have a huge history, but we do have some good stories.
Yep.
He is Benjamin Butler.
Hey.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
And this
Yes.
is your...
This is my stepbrother.
There
Yeah.
it is. Okay.
Yeah, you
there it
kinda-
is. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Kinda
left
left
it
it
left
there.
it,
It's like-
left it.
You
Yeah.
gave
I
us
would-
some weird details, but
Yeah.
not actually explaining who he
Kind
is.
of leaving out that most
He-
important
yeah.
part.
I
But hey,
just,
yeah.
I just met him, actually.
there it is.
We just met outside,
Yeah.
you know.
He just happens to be an awesome car guy.
Well, we're both on Ancestry, and that's how we figured
There
it out.
it
You know.
Hey, we have similar trees. There it is. Oh, hey, Joey Harrington and I are now friends on Facebook. Joey!
Why?
Just now?
Yeah. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love you, Joey. Good
Oh.
to see you, buddy.
Oh, by the way, I finally downloaded Need for Speed, so
Yes!
that's a thing we can do.
Oh, dude, I'm like,
Need
it's
for
so much
Speed
fun. It's
on
dumb.
PS4?
Yeah.
the 2015 version with Magnus Walker.
I need to get
Yeah.
that.
Yes, you do.
It's a fun game.
Thankfully,
I have a PS4 now. so
But
I
get
need-
ready
Yeah.
for all the cinematic lameness. There's a lot of that.
Yeah,
So
I got
just-
it. I got it when it was one of the PS Plus games, one of the free ones.
Oh, yeah.
And I just downloaded it. I never played it.
there you go.
Yeah.
Actually, now I think about it, I did order it. It should be showing up soon.
All right, there you
just-
go.
Bought it online. It was a classic. But anyways, okay.
Yeah, whatever. Moving on.
Yeah.
Benjamin, welcome.
Hello.
So we're going to start off with our billion-dollar question. But,
First,
From the shadowy billionaire.
but
we
need to get to our sponsors.
Hey.
thank them.
Steady Broke Clothing.
Yes.
Yes.
Mike is wearing his Depresso shirt,
Mhm.
and it is magnanimous.
Just styling it up down here.
Yes.
That's what I do in my stylish ass basement.
I love
I
it.
forgot to wear my Monday shirt, so I apologize. But, yeah, Tommy's got some great stuff out there. We appreciate his support. So go ahead and hit steadybroke.com, throw a bunch of stuff in your cart, type in CamAuto15 in the coupon code box, and you're going to get yourself 15% off the entire order. And you should be following Steady Broke on their social media platforms at steady.broke because Tommy's going out on tour soon.
Yep, he's going to be tour sick here in a little bit.
Yep, he's going out with Skizzy Mars.
Oh, all right. Whoever the hell that is.
Nice. Someone awesome.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
That's one of... Tommy's got good taste, so I'm sure it's awesome. But it's one of those, yeah, sure.
Sure.
Yeah, so...
He's in tune to the hipness.
Yeah,
The
he
hip,
is.
the hippity hop.
He knows what the kids like.
Yeah, that's what
He
the kids
does
like.
know what the kids like.
The hippity hop music.
As opposed to us.
That's what I call it.
We're just flailing in the dark.
I live in Utah County. Come on.
We're just throwing shit
Yeah.
at the wall and seeing what sticks. And
We're-
apparently...
We're a decade behind you guys.
All of those could be things kids like.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we figured out one thing that they like.
Yes.
A shirt with our faces on them.
Yes.
Boom.
And go ahead and head over to CamAutoSwag.com after you hit Steady Broke and check out the Mount Cam more, which we're going to call out Brandon Kuhn.
Yeah, buddy.
Because he has, in his own words, he begged for that shirt, and he was not the first person to get it.
Oh, geez. Brandon.
That is
Yeah.
a shame.
From one Brandon to another. Come on, man.
Yeah, shout out to Chaz.
Yeah, Chaz Carina.
Yeah,
He's rocking one.
He's the first one to rock the Mount Canmore, and he posted a majestic photo on Facebook.
It is beautiful. I'm going to see you at the Salt City Drift 2 day, give you a crisp high five, and maybe a big ol' hug.
Yes,
Yeah.
and as
Yep.
my wife stated when I showed her the picture, I don't know how I feel about somebody having a shirt with your face on it, but it's
Yep.
too late now. It's out there.
Yeah, my girlfriend thinks we're idiots, but she's thought we're idiots for the longest time.
It's
So,
black and
yeah.
white. Nobody
Yeah.
will know.
Yeah.
yeah, no, we're good.
Yep.
Yeah. So, hit up Cam Auto Swag after you hit up Steady Broke, and thank you to all who support us. We
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Yeah, we love you.
And so getting into the $1 billion question, I'm going to switch it up this week, and it's not a question.
Uh-oh.
Is
It
it a
is-
statement?
It is a $1 billion bombshell.
Oh, geez.
Oh, God.
Drop it on us.
Finding out for the first time, including my own stepbrother,
Hey.
I will be a father again.
Whoa!
Oh, shit.
What?
Yes.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
That's,
I love the question mark.
Yeah,
emphasis.
that's how I would react.
Is the vasectomy appointment next week?
Yeah,
Wow.
or was it last week? And you need to have a relook at that there.
Man.
Just kidding.
Yeah,
Mine is-
that might be on the horizon soon.
Constantly, mine's scheduled. I just need to get my wife on board. So I just keep calling and
Pretty much.
rescheduling it.
Hey,
every
man,
day.
your body, your choice.
Yeah, no, not really. When you're married, Mike. When you're married, my
No.
friend.
I'm going to continue
Better
existing
to
in
ask
this.
forgiveness than it is permission.
Yeah,
Just step in.
no. When dear leader has a leader of his own that is dear to him, he will know the world that Trent and I live in.
Yes.
Benjamin, I'm guessing you're married?
I'm not.
No, he
Yeah.
is not.
I'm
There
not
you go.
Well-
Smart man.
He has made some proper life decisions.
Yeah,
I don't know. I wouldn't call them proper.
race
but they-
car over women.
Anyway.
because hashtag race car. But we'll get to that.
But speaking of women that I love and
Hey.
enjoy more than race cars,
Hey, yo.
Yeah.
Time to save face.
Yes.
Backpedal, backpedal, backpedal.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
For real,
Yeah,
though, that's
congratulations.
How many is this?
Four.
If we
this
may
would
ask.
be the fourth.
Yes.
Fourth.
It's a good number. It's a good
Yes.
whole number.
It's a good number
Yes,
to stop at.
it is.
Yeah.
It is a number to stop at.
Easily divisible.
So when I am absent from March's podcast, which is why I will not be going to Coda with everyone.
Nah.
Oh.
Well, that's...
Hey,
to be
bring her along. I'm trained.
well,
I know what's going on.
to be fair,
Yeah, I don't know
Knowing-
if the Coda will
yeah,
actually
knowing
happen.
our track record,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll talk, no play.
yeah, you don't have to keep.
Or,
Okay.
or as Dave says, he won't.
It won't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which applies to basically everything.
Yep.
All of us do.
So,
Love you, Dave.
yeah.
But we
Congratulations. That's a bombshell.
did- Yes.
Holy shit.
It is a
That's
bombshell.
a four-letter bombshell.
Well, since you don't have a question, you just sprung some awesome news on us.
Yeah.
I have a question from a listener.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Yes.
Which we should save one for...
Well, we're going to save the one
Right.
for Gavin because Gavin's
It's-
not here.
It's specific to P-Car.
I forgot to actually mention something from a couple weeks ago. Now
Okay.
that Pizza Dad's here,
Uh-oh.
Matthew Tomek did respond
Uh-oh.
with an IOU.
Yeah.
Oh, he did.
Yes,
Oh, geez. 250 thou.
Pizza
Damn.
Dad.
Hang on to that.
Pizza Dad, you owe me nothing.
Oh.
Thanks for all the F1 news and
Oh.
for the ones who aren't usually able to catch events or news right away. Sincerely, wannabe pizza somebody, aka Matt.
Pizza stepson Matt. Welcome to the fold.
Wow, okay.
Yep, that just happened. I am adopting.
Yeah, you're also not really here.
But we don't make fun of that because it's awesome and it's real.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know where I was going with that. I tend to offend Trent and everything he's ever done in his family. So I did not want to offend in there.
Yeah,
but that's awesome. Thanks, Matt. Love you, buddy.
Alrighty.
So
well,
you can get to the question.
Yes, on to the question. So, Brandon Kuhn.
Yes.
Who will also be camping with me at RMR for the Salt City Drift 2 day.
Oh,
I'm going to keep promoting this thing because, damn it,
I want to camp.
it's going to be awesome. So it's the 22nd.
It's the last of the best.
It's the last event at RMR.
Bro Camp 2018.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Yep, I'm going to be getting the minivan prepped for sleeping in.
If I buy a rooftop tent, can we put it on it?
No.
Damn it.
My
Unfortunately.
brother-in-law has a rooftop
Why not?
tent.
I'll buy
So
one.
you can steal it in the night.
I will literally buy a 3-man tent. Me, you, and Brandon. Middle spoon.
No, I'm... no, Brandon's going to be bringing his little camper.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who cares? We'll
Yep.
eat in that and sleep on the rooftop.
All right, you do that. I'm going to just
Okay.
sleep in my van.
Fine.
Anyway, so, yeah, 22nd, 23rd of this month out at RMR. Show up. It's going to be fun. It's going to be awesome. Shenanigans into the night and then into the day. Anyway, so Brandon says, I'd like to pose a question to the panel.
Uh-oh.
What is the most because race car thing you've ever done? Is it a car you've bought, a mod you've made, a trip you've taken, or something else entirely? So,
Okay.
That's an excellent question.
yes, it is.
I've got an answer to that.
Okay, hit me with it.
So when I first got married, my wife knew I was into cars, right? But she didn't know how much into cars I was. So when I got my GTI, I told her, I was like, hey, when anything goes out on this, I'd like to replace it with something OEM or better. And I had to explain to her what OEM was, but she got the gist of it pretty quick. And one of my upper strut mounts on the Mark IVs, they're kind of a weak spot. And just one of those went out, which is like, what, a $60 part or something at best. And so what did I do? I got a full set of coilovers, R32 bushings, everything along those lines, and said, hey, it just needed all to be replaced. None of it needed it to happen. I just needed all the lows, more low, more handling, rear sway bar, the whole shebang.
Tell
and
it's
I did
the
that.
only thing that was available.
Exactly.
Yep.
1,200. I mean, I didn't buy, ST coilovers, so not the best, but not bad.
No, not terrible.
I had STs on my CC.
Yeah, they're great.
They were reasonable.
But I did start with JOMs, which is basically Raceland, but with German branding. But yeah, great. Got all my lows. So that was my because race car. It's like, hey, this one $60 part went out $1,500 later. Here it is.
Nice.
But yeah, totally worth it. Oh, great question, Brandon.
Yeah.
That was a good question.
I've got an answer to that.
Yeah.
It is also an answer for stupidest way to waste money.
Oh, yeah. Buying a Mark IV? Just
No, not that. So my S2000, I ordered a turbo kit for it, and it was going to take 6-8 weeks, something like that.
APS?
No, it was Ultimate Racing.
Oh.
And it got held up in customs, and it was quite a debacle. But anyway, it's like, I'm sick of waiting for all this power. So I took my DC Sports header off, bought a Mugen header, and put it on, and put a VAFC2, and got it tuned. So like $2,000 for a month before the turbo kit came.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Damn.
You were treading water for
Yeah.
a month.
It was miles per gallon.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I got all my money back out of that header, but I didn't get the money out of the tune and the VAFC.
No, definitely not. No.
And the install because I am incompetent with tools in my hands.
But see, now you're older and wiser because
Yes.
of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could say that.
You didn't say you
Impatience.
regretted it.
Yeah. You just said you did it.
Yeah.
True.
Do not regret it.
You can't. I'm not that type person. I don't
I
live
like
with
it.
regrets.
I like it.
So
No regrets.
yeah.
Yeah.
No regrets.
That's,
Not even one?
Tattooed on my chest.
I think.
I'm surprised meeting me
Dear
wasn't
leader,
a
I got
regret.
that joke.
Yeah, there we go.
Well done, sir.
That's what I'm doing. Just as long as one person gets it.
I didn't hear
Anyways.
it.
For me, it was when I had the Supra,
Uh-oh.
and just in the course of living with a car like that, you need to put new brakes on there.
Right.
So I got on Rock Auto, and I was just going to get some, just straight up replacement stuff.
Yeah.
Then I saw that they were doing a closeout deal on StopTech drilled rotors.
Uh-oh.
Yep, and some very nice StopTech pads. That would have
like
been
it.
great if I were taking that car on the track, but as a street car, those things needed heat in them.
Ew.
So driving to and from work,
Little cold.
I had to just mash the gas and then dive on the brakes like an asshole.
So you were the asshole brake checking everybody in traffic.
Yes.
Because
Unintentionally.
somehow that was the safer thing to do.
Yeah. Well, that's how the brakes work. You're like the guy on the straights. Every time I watch a race at
Yeah,
Miller, they always brake check just before the corner to make sure the brakes are still there.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
and
that's
so, well, and Joey, when he had the LS, he had Stop Tech slotted rotors and the same compound pad.
Nice.
So yeah, it was me in the Supra, him in the LS, two massive Toyota products.
Right.
Just doing that.
All day.
Yep, down 7th East to 123rd, down 123rd.
Right.
Throttle, brakes, full application of both.
Yep.
Yeah.
But then they finally start biting right as you pull in the parking lot of
Yep.
your work.
Like, oh, hey, we got him up to tip.
Nailed it.
And we're home.
Yep. So,
Awesome. Just
I had intentions for that car. I really did.
all the aspirations.
I had plans.
What happened?
Rhonda.
Short story.
So
Rhonda, right?
Rhonda. The starter died,
Okay.
and instead of just remedying the situation right then and there, I just stuck it in a storage unit, and then I acquired a bigger front mount intercooler,
Right.
a new downpipe, a new exhaust,
See, this is better because race car answer than the brakes.
and then
Keep going.
Well, so no. So I got everything. Though it was a more quiet, like it was a proper street exhaust, not
Right.
the straight pipe with a fucking can muffler.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that was weirdly V-band. The whole damn exhaust was V-band, but I don't like. It was also super shitty,
Oh, okay.
like just poorly constructed and rusting.
Right.
But V-bands. I'm like, all right, weird, whatever.
All right.
Yeah, and the factory front mount is essentially nothing except a giant boost leak.
Nice.
Yeah, so I was essentially fixing problems with those things.
Right. Gotcha. Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the downpipe just kind of came with the rest of the exhaust. I was like, all right, whatever, fuck it.
Got to do that.
Yeah, so.
I think this is a good because race car answer, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it was like, I'm just, like, no, I'm getting rid of, like, the stupid, I would have, if I was going to be real serious about it, I would have kept that basically just, like, 3.5-inch straight exhaust.
Right.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, but instead I'm like, no, I'm going to try to be nice to my neighbors, who I should not have been trying to be nice to.
No.
It's
It
all
has a turbo.
It's,
How noisy can it be?
it's all Airbnb neighbors now, anyway.
Yeah.
Except
who
for the
cares?
people who live directly next door to us, who,
Yeah,
I
that's true.
I keep making fun of that dude and the shitty exhaust he put on his Tundra.
Yeah.
It's fun. He doesn't like me. I don't
Yeah.
care. But, yeah, no, like, it was just, I was trying to make the car, I was trying to be a nice guy, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
That's
and also,
the regret.
Well, that's what you get for being considerate.
yeah.
You jerk.
Yep.
Just kidding.
Yeah, and then I sold it to Scotty's buddy, and, it turns out the distributor was just like a quarter turn off or something. That's why it wouldn't start.
Occam's
no.
razor.
Yep.
Bingo.
So,
That's how I live my life.
So, Benjamin,
Okay.
you've done a lot of race car things, so
I have. My whole life is race car decisions, unfortunately.
Awesome.
it is race car.
God, the best one I could think of was on my 1987 Mustang Fox Buddy. So it's basically an autocross car, and the thing in an autocross is if your car is legit in any way, everybody and their dog wants to go for a ride.
Right.
Right? And that's fine. But on your last 2 or 3 runs, you want to be by yourself. You want to be solo. The car's going to be a little faster and you're going to concentrate. So my thought process is I don't want people in my car. What can I do to stop this while still having a passenger seat?
Oh.
So I went out and found the most uncomfortable, tight-fitting seat I could find, and it ended up being, this circle track, Kirky.
Yeah, I was about to say one of those
aluminum-framed
quirky
seat.
aluminum things.
Nice.
And I've had 2 people ride in that car, and one hurt his hip,
Nice.
and the other I had to get out of the car and come around to help him out.
Wow.
Man.
So
Nice.
my race car is I purposely put in the most uncomfortable seat I could just to keep people from riding in my car.
There
Nice.
you go.
It's still in there too.
Nice.
I was just going to say take the seat out, but you...
Yeah, you gotta
no.
you gotta run it for the class.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. See, I
It's
don't know
gotta
the
be-
rules.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what a lot of the people who do Global Time Attack for like the street or the enthusiast stuff, they
Yeah.
have to have a passenger seat. So
Yeah,
like
some qualification as a street car.
yeah, like friend of the program, Sally McNulty, she has one of those Kirky aluminum just death buckets.
Right.
Yeah,
In
they
her-
hold you
yeah.
really well. They're
No.
so
It's just a
uncomfortable.
hip crusher.
It's
yeah.
it's just like it's there because there needs to be something there more than a milk crate.
Right.
There you
If
go.
Dave were here, I could just imagine him saying he would like weld a dildo or something to the passenger seat. Sorry,
Yeah.
this is an SFW.
Yeah.
We just reached that, but
It's all right. We were there pretty early on.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, great answer. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh, thanks.
And I'm
That was a great question from
Yeah.
Brandon
That was a
good
Kuhn.
question.
good job,
Yeah.
Brandon.
And we'd like to hear your answers. What's the most because race car thing you've ever done to your car?
Yeah.
Mailbag at camautomag.com.
And if you refuse to send in mail, this might just be our question of the week next week.
Yeah. So
We're not above recycling gifts.
now we'll go into reruns real early.
Oh yeah.
And then we also got a question from Dylan Brown, but we are going to get to that next week when Gavin is actually here because it is specific to Gavin.
Yep.
And we hate you, Gavin, for getting your teeth pulled today.
Yeah.
Yep. Well,
Have the foresight, would you?
the dentist also apparently hated him too. So
Yeah.
Localized wisdom teeth pulling. Good job, Gavin. Proud of you, buddy.
Way to
Tough,
be.
tough as nails.
Oof.
So we want to talk to our guest.
Yes, let's talk to our guest.
This is
If you want.
This is Benjamin Butler, BJ, my stepbrother, and we want to find out about you.
Go.
And so tell us what we're. I've got the questions.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, I was going to say,
I was
I've
going to ask
got
who
some,
has the questions.
I've
I
got
have
some
the
questions that I can rattle off, but I don't have the script. So.
So
I mean-
the things we ask all our guests,
Well, most of our guests.
most of our guests, yes,
When we remember
When
to.
I know you remember. What was your first car?
Yep.
My first car was my 1987 Mustang.
Nice. You still have it.
Yep.
That's rad.
Going on 20 years now.
Damn. Awesome.
What was the last thing you listened to, music-wise?
Oh, I've been on a Linkin Park kick for months now.
All
So,
right.
Chester Bennington. Phil, whatever his name is.
but the last song, so it was probably Linkin Park, and it was probably
In the end.
no, probably like Faint or something like that. You know, it's whatever comes up on Pandora. But
What is the one car you could only buy one vehicle if you win the lottery? What is it?
oh my gosh, one car.
Just
One
one car.
One car.
One.
Oh, geez. God, that's my mind is literally racing. There's so many possibilities. I'm going to go...
Chevrolet Chevette.
I'd like to change my answer.
I'm going to go with, like a 1960s GT40.
All right.
Like a Mark II.
solid
Like a Mark II.
choice.
There you go.
The
Like a
era
Mark
they
II.
won.
There you go.
Yeah, the generation
Yeah.
they won it all. Nice choice.
Thin crust or stuffed crust?
Stuffed crust.
Mm-hmm.
And Pizza Hut's the only one that does it.
It's wrong, but okay.
No.
We accept it.
Wow.
That's right.
And this is going to be an easy one for you. Mustang or Camaro?
Oh, actually, depends on the generation.
Ooh.
Oh.
Let's just
Intrigue.
Mustang or Camaro.
All right, I'll go Mustang because I have one.
Yeah.
There you go.
So yeah, tell us a little bit about your car history and help the listeners get to know you.
Okay,
Since you are a man of mystery.
Yeah.
my car history, various motorcycles, various Mustangs, specifically Fox bodies. I've only owned Fox bodies,
Really?
and a few of them.
Sherp is a fan of you.
Yep.
Yeah, he is.
Okay, and I've owned a couple of imports. One was a street car, one was supposed to be a race car, but it never quite came to fruition. Still butthurt about it.
Was that the 8.6?
The 8.6?
I was gonna say,
Still butthurt. I mean, a car that's-
JDM imports or Euro?
Ooh.
JDM, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it was
Japanese,
correct.
yeah.
If you're gonna,
Yeah.
if when you say import, I think like something you absolutely can't get here. Or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Then I would go, something
Gotcha.
from Japan. But yeah, that 8.6, you're talking about a car. It was like 95% done, and then because of bad machine work, it just all went from bad to worse, and then just never came back. So
Had
Sad.
a solid paint job though. Done by you.
Yeah, I'm terrible at painting cars, but that was the one time where somehow the weather worked.
It worked out well. Like
It was a
that
beautiful shade of blue. I really
That
loved
was
it.
not sarcasm. It was
Yeah. It was orange once.
yes.
And then it was blue, and I loved that blue color that it was. So, but yeah,
Yeah. So you've had a Mazda 6 wagon.
oh god, that car!
Wow.
I mean, this
All
is
right.
this is because race
Cool
car.
car.
The first
Yep.
thing I get is like, oh man, this thing is too grandma. I got to man this thing up. So I buy
OBX header?
I buy the eBay header and the exhaust. I buy 2 spin trap mufflers. And I'm like, oh man, this thing's gonna sound good.
Wow.
Nice. I get it tinted. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna lower it. It's gonna work. And then the first thing you do, and it's a V6, so you put the header on, and the alternator runs right into it. So obviously China, mocks it up or whatever with no alternator on it. So spend a week chopping it up, and by the time it fits, it leaks because, of course, I should have put a straight edge on the header flange and seen that it was about as bowed as a, this pizza lid right here or something. But, got it all back together finally, and then I decided that I hated it, so I got rid of it. Yeah, that was that.
Nice, man.
But, I've owned, I think 4 Fox bodies, a couple of coupes, a couple of hatchbacks, and
but you've kept your original. Fox
I kept
body.
the original, that thing will never.
Nice.
Good.
So what are you driving now? What's your daily driver?
Lancer ES.
Ooh, there you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Attaboy.
There it is.
It's got a hole in the bumper from a snowplow hitting me, and
Nice.
well, actually, I was stuck.
It's a speed hole.
I was stuck in the snowplow. He comes up. He's like, "Oh man, I can push you out," and I tell him no. He says yes. I say no. He says yes. I say okay. And he pushes me out. This is on Christmas Day, so I wind up where I'm going. I get out, and there's a hole in the bumper.
Well,
So that's that.
He's like, "You're welcome.
Merry Christmas.
Pay it forward."
It's an ordinary car. Gets good gas mileage, and
Yeah.
nobody looks at it twice. And
There you go.
And previous to that
like
was
subtlety.
the CRX, correct?
previous to that was a CRX. Speaking of which, I'm going to look at a CRX tomorrow.
Nice.
Nice.
Exciting.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're getting thin on the ground these days.
yeah, because
Yeah.
they're rusting to the ground.
Oh, they're turning
They're
into ground.
literally thinning out.
They're thin on the ground because
Yeah.
they're a part of the ground.
They're returning to the earth from whence they came.
Which is unfortunate.
What year are you going to go look at? Like
The
92?
the second gen, so
Yeah.
the 88 through 91.
Yeah,
this one
okay.
specifically a 91.
Very nice.
So
Yeah, those are cool cars.
yeah, they are.
Yeah.
I like those. Awesome. Well, that's a good daily driver.
Oh,
But
I wouldn't be a daily driver.
Oh,
his
No.
his best daily driver was through the winter, through the snow,
Oh, that.
a Honda CBR 600.
a
Yeah.
bike. A
That's
freaking
right.
sport bike.
Well, it turns out I had a truck at the time. And
Oh, I forgot about the truck. Yeah.
Well, yeah, so I had this truck. It was a 76 3/4 ton Chevy and had a big block in it, and I built this big block, and it ran, but then it turned out the gas tanks were literally rusting through, like you could stick a screwdriver right through them. And
Wow.
winter's coming. I got no vehicle, but I still have this motorcycle, so I'm riding it. And luckily, the winter comes on late. By that point, I figure, bucket list. Let's call it a bucket list, and I rode it throughout the winter.
Wow.
Never do that again.
You just,
Yeah.
Through snowstorms,
Through snowstorms,
on the
ice.
freeway, like
whoa.
So you're just
yeah,
like
crazy.
tricycling it, basically.
Literally, yeah, absolutely.
Both
My
feet
feet were
down.
down at 70 miles an hour.
Yeah, just holding it
I
up.
don't know what's going on here.
and you
That-
only got
that
stuck
happened.
like once.
I don't think I ever got stuck, but I think there was only one snowstorm where I called it and had to
Okay.
get a ride.
Wow.
But, yeah, it was all winter. That was crazy.
So you said you've owned multiple bikes.
Multiple
sounds like-
bikes.
And
yeah.
you also hinted that you were looking at a race, like a career in racing bikes?
Well,
or-
I mean, it turns out it didn't work out, but foibles of youth. I was huge into road racing,
Right.
and sport bikes, and I wanted to do it. And so I had an R6, and it was a full like super sport bike, and I went and got my race license. And I
Right.
was getting into it and everything, and I had a couple wrecks, which probably should have been more of a inclination that I should have stopped,
Right.
but eventually adulthood takes over, and I did have to sell it and move on. But there was a brief time where I wanted to do that.
Nice.
And it was fun. I mean,
but you did more than most because you actually had the bike. You actually participated.
yeah,
Did you do like the AMA? Was it Thunder? What did they call the series out at Miller back in the day? I can't remember.
I can't
this was
remember.
before Miller, but it
I
was
see.
one of those like sub AMA
Right.
motorcycle association things. And yeah, racing wheel to wheel on a bike is just crazy.
Yeah.
It is there's nothing quite like it. So.
Did you ever pull your competitor's brake handle?
Yeah.
No, only my own.
Nice. There you go. Good man. I know a team's looking for a rider right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I swear I'll write it right in the contract.
Yeah, they've got an opening.
And then now the bucket list is like SCCA Nationals, right?
Yeah, I want to. be a national champ, with autocross, with solo. It's a lot of people spend their entire lives trying to get it. It's like to me, it's the pinnacle of amateur racing. Like you could say road racing is, but then that just becomes kind of who has the most money.
Right.
And to me, and by all means, you can disagree, write comments, but I think autocross is one of the most driver skill oriented things you can do, where tenths, hundredths of a second can define your run, or your championship.
Oh yeah.
And I don't think many people will disagree with you, but if they do, mailbag at camautomag.com.
Yeah.
Do it.
But one thing I like about the SCCA and autocross is the BOP that they do, right? So the classes that they have you set up in, it's pretty balanced.
If your car doesn't roll, there's a class that it can be competitive in, and the SCCA does very well at doing that.
Yeah.
Some would say that they have too many classes, but I mean, they want to accommodate anybody to come out,
and still compete.
Yeah, and still compete. That's
and my good friend Grant Mikesh, I don't know if you know him.
I don't.
He ran a Mazda Speed 3 forever in SCCA and took his Golf R. He had a Mark 7 Golf R, but he took that a couple of times to some autocross events. But he was way big into that. Won Rookie of the Year, I think his first year there.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was back in 2009 or 2010 or something like that. But yeah, I was just really impressed because it was basically a bone stock Speed 3. With maybe an intake and a tune that he didn't tell them that he had. But, but still, he went out and competed and was hanging out with some S2000s and some other cars in that class.
I bet he was having a hoot.
Yeah, he loved it. Still does it, but I don't know how religious he is about it. But so you do it in your 87 Mustang.
Yeah, that's right.
So what modifications have you made to this 87 Mustang? I'm assuming it's not the same as when you bought it.
No, it's not even close.
Nice.
And it continues to evolve, though at least I think it's coming to a point where it's going to stop because the class that I'm going to run it in, it was originally built. I was going to run it in E street prepared, so you take the levels of autocross and you start with these stock classes, and then you go this street touring class, and then street prepared, and then modified. So I built it for this E street prepared class. My theory was, I'm running against new Mustangs, but I weigh 700 pounds less.
Right.
So if I can get any sort of decent power out of it, I think I can actually be competitive. And then a few years ago, the SCCA came out with the CAM class, which was classic American muscle, and that seemed like a really fun class.
I feel it was a marketing opportunity there for us.
Yeah, we just missed that.
And you missed that. You should still get in on it.
Just missed that.
So it's evolved to run in the CAM T category, and it's only weeks away from being done, which I'm pretty excited about. I got to get it on a dyno to finish tuning it, and then that'll be it.
Nice.
So
full suspension, I'm assuming.
Full BJ built suspension.
Ooh.
I'm
Nice.
not even.
Custom.
That's not an embellishment at all. Almost every link, trailing arm, control arm has been modified or built by me.
Wow.
With the help of my father. Don't want to discount him. He's helped in some of the design work, in the execution. He would tell me if what I thought was crazy or not, and then it's come to what it is. So,
Nice.
yeah.
So
depending
now-
on how detailed you want to get into it,
Yeah, I was
I'll
going to
tell
say
you every bit.
What is that modification you did last summer? We were talking about it earlier off air.
Yeah.
You'll have to explain that.
Sure. So this is one of the bigger modifications. We built this for ESP, and it would have been a pretty blatant cheat, but nobody would have seen it.
Right.
But now since we moved on, I guess I have no problem telling anybody.
Yeah, no.
But we took the engine cross member. I took the engine cross member, and I wanted to move it forward significantly in order to gain a huge amount of positive caster, which helps with turn-in as well as some planting characteristics of the suspension. And if you actually look at some of the geometry of new cars, new Mustangs, Corvettes, this is built in to these newer cars.
Mm-hmm.
Caster and its importance is huge. So you take this cross member and you move it forward, and then what that does is that moves the lower control arms because they attach to this cross member, and it moves them forward. In relation to the strut, you're essentially changing the angle of how the front wheels are to the plane of those lower control arms.
Right.
And you gain a lot of positive caster. And obviously, since it's an engine cross member, they call it a K member, I'm not going to move my engine forward an inch I should actually, the K-member was moved forward a half an inch, and I didn't want to move my engine forward a half an inch, so I took it and changed the mounting positions on the cross member an inch, so it's actually moved rearward a net half an inch.
Right. So you get more of the mid-mounted, you could say.
Well, I mean, you're changing your center of gravity.
Yeah.
The closer you can keep it to the middle of the car, you're going to
the better the
significantly makes a difference in the weight distribution of the car.
And better the handling.
And greatly improve the handling, especially when you take a mostly all-iron V8. It makes a huge difference. And then while we were in there, the lower control arm mounts, the rear setup, I moved it up. This is only the rear because there's two mounts on the lower control arm. I moved the rear one up, I believe 5/8 of an inch to help with brake squat or anti-dive so that it plants better and has a less tendency for lockup on under hard braking.
Right. Constant grip.
Constant grip.
Geez, hashtag because race car, going back to our
the whole thing. Oh my
holy
gosh.
shit.
So very minor adjustments, but it was quite an ordeal.
It was quite an ordeal. They're super
Yeah.
subtle, but they add up, and they make such a huge difference. And then, taking into account, we were running in a category where it was completely illegal, to modify that engine cross member.
But easily,
but
you
you
can't
would
recognize
never,
it.
You would
never
never
know.
tell.
Yeah.
No.
There's no way.
But you could talk about it because you're not in that class.
We
anyway.
had this whole idea where when we were done, I was going to spray diesel fuel on it and then cover it with dirt.
Yeah.
So that it would look
aged.
like a properly aged. Now, we never did that because...
Genius.
I even found factory Canyon red paint because the whole car was painted that way, including the frame. And, if you looked at this cross member, it's factory color.
Right.
You know?
Jeez, I love it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, keep going. I found the cross member from an 85 because it was an inch narrower.
Right.
Just so I could put a longer control arm on there, which are from an 03 Cobra, which allows me to run a much wider wheel and still be able to turn them all the way to lock without hitting.
Nice.
I mean, all these little things you would never tell.
This is Dave
this
is
is
just
Dave.
loving this episode.
I wish Dave were here because he would be geeking out right now.
Yes.
I'd be like, you could put that on a Granada or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's like an 85 K member, 03 Cobra, lower control arms, and then the strut housings because we use an insert. God, that's another one. Most people would think you slot them just so you can gain more negative camber, but we actually did kind of like an offset where one on this 2-point strut housing, one was ground inboard and one was ground outboard. So the whole idea there was to stand the spindle up while pushing the strut all the way in. So it's not actually gaining any more negative camber, but it's standing the spindle more straight up. And what that will do, in layman's terms, is you will lose less negative camber, or you gain the effect more of what a double wishbone suspension does.
Gotcha.
So again, it's only minor, but they add up.
Oh yeah.
The science. I love it.
When you're talking tenths or hundredths of a second.
You absolutely need it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's just the front suspension.
Oh, geez. Don't even get me started on the rear suspension. Oh, my gosh.
You can get me started.
So you like to weld, I'm guessing.
I do it because I have to.
There you go.
I still want to learn how to TIG better than I do.
Right.
But that's next.
That's next.
So,
awesome. That's awesome. Well, that's freaking rad. I feel like a poser now.
Oh, man.
With my bolt-on freaking cheapo coilover slamos on my Mark IV.
Can't knock coilovers in any regard.
Yeah. Well, you can. But but we won't.
Well, very good. You've obviously got a lot of background in vehicles and true gearhead.
Absolutely, through and through. It occupies my almost every waking moment.
So
pretty much.
If you could have any daily driver, what would you have and why?
I have always wanted to have like a 1960 or 61 Falcon.
Ooh,
that I would 365.
Dude, that would be. I love.
Under no conditions would I not drive it unless it was like off road.
Right.
Yeah.
But through winter and through rain, through sleet.
Those are good. That's a good looking generation of them.
Oh, really? Because to me, I thought they were the ugliest one. But that's why I
wanted
wanted it.
Yeah, that's kind of like the straighter one, if I remember correctly.
They had variations. Like the 6061 had this kind of droopy, sad-looking nose on the front of it, and that's why I wanted it.
Right. That's awesome. That's freaking rad.
Kind of a
spoken like nostalgia. A true engineer right there. That's out of left field. I was expecting like a 2018 Mustang or something like that.
I love old stuff. I love it. I I love making them work like new cars.
Right.
I think that's such a huge thrill.
Right.
So
would you ever do? Was it Hot Rod Magazine does the
Power Tour?
Would you ever do the Power Tour or anything like that with some of these
well,
resto mods or whatever they call them?
Well, I'm subscribed to Motor Trend on demand, so this morning I was watching Drag Week.
Right.
Oh,
and I thought, that'd be fun to do.
Right.
You know, and you have this full built race car with a trailer hitch.
Yeah, yeah.
And you got to make it from race to race.
I do. What's the dude with the S10 truck? That was it 2 years ago, or was it an S10? It's like the full tubbed, whatever drag truck that he actually drives and trailers all his shit.
That just seems so fun.
That's legit.
It's like the first thing you'd have to do if you had a mini truck or anything like that. You'd have to tub it. You'd have to tub it so hard.
Just get some big old natties on it.
I remember back in the day we talked about doing the Grassroots Motorsports $2,007 challenge or $2,000.
That's right.
Yeah,
we had a variety of builds in our head, didn't we?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes, we did. And many builds we've talked about since. But
and will.
yes. But we need to get into our question of the week.
Yes.
All right, let's hear it.
So what corporate grill would you put on a different vehicle?
And by corporate grill, we mean something like, BMW's kidney grill,
Right.
the Lexus
Lexus
Predator face,
Don't even get
whatever
me
the hell it is Infinity's calling their thing.
I don't know.
It is a Predator face.
So,
It is, yeah.
the weird NSX-looking thing that is apparently showing up on Accords, which is weird and very off-putting.
I've got something out of left field for you.
All right, hit me with it.
Okay, so I would put, on every new Lexus, I would put the grill, or the lack thereof, of a B3 Passat.
Oh.
Right there.
Man.
So we're just talking basically
just flat with a little L
flat
emblem.
with a little little emblem right in the middle,
Okay.
and then just some square headlights
Some
right there.
square-
Instead of the Nike
square
swoosh,
bumper.
get rid of
Yeah.
that freaking ridiculous Nike swoosh that Lexus has somehow gotten
Did
away with.
Did you know Lexus supports Colin Kaepernick?
Yeah, so do I. Who cares?
Yeah.
Who gives a shit?
Man.
Good job, Nike marketing. They done it. They've
Yeah,
done
they
it.
did.
No, they dud.
They done it. They done did it.
Hey, man.
Everybody's talking about them. But no, that's what I would do. I think that'd be hilarious and awesome at the same time. Just like no grill Lexus.
And I think it would make him look worse.
I think it would look way better than Predator screaming at you.
See, I
Do
I,
it!
I do
Kill
not,
me!
Yeah, I do not
here!
dislike
Do
the
it!
Predator
Do it
grill.
now! Get to the chopper! Anyways.
The only vehicle I think it looks terrible on is the GX SUV because it was tacked on.
Because
Like,
it's 7 feet
Yeah,
tall.
the only one I think
no,
it looks...
it
because
works
it is-
on the LX because they designed it around that.
No, you could walk in it. It's so big.
It
The
is
only
a
one it looks
gaping
good
chasm.
on... The only thing it looks good on is the LC 500. That's
Oh,
it.
it looks amazing.
Yeah.
on the
Because it's also
LC500.
minimized if you look at it. It's not
The
as
LC is-
commanding. Which, by the way, have you heard one of those in
Yes.
the real world?
No,
They
I have
are
not.
just beastly. One of them
Yes.
drove by here. I was just over here in
Just-
Murray.
have you listened to an
Sounds
RCF?
So
Yes.
good.
Okay, that's what it sounds like.
All right.
But better somehow. Somehow it's better. It's
'Cause
just
it's
just all the V8 burbles, and then just
Burbles
totally
in all
aroused.
the right spots.
And it's weird because I just fully aroused. Had to run like bend over, like tie my shoe or something.
as you like to say, 6 to midnight.
Yep.
Attaboy.
Immediately. Anyways, that's my answer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Screw you, Lexus.
You're screwing everybody with that answer.
Yeah,
Wow.
sorry.
It's all right. Just, live your truth, man.
Good luck. Yeah, just I'm doing me. You do you.
Yeah, you do that.
BJ, Mike, you got an answer for us?
Yeah.
Mike. Because I'm drawing a blank.
I
Yeah,
mean,
but none of you
I've
guys
got-
are in
I've-
a 3 Passat. Come on.
no, we
No,
weren't.
I did not
That's-
expect that.
Right?
Yeah,
That's
that
awesome.
got that
Even
really
from
came
the
out of left
Euro
field.
guy.
Oh,
Even
yes,
from
you
the Euro
are.
guy, I did not expect that.
That's all I own.
Yeah, man. I think it was stuff that I really don't like.
Yes,
just in general.
Which is really easy.
No, seriously, every new Accord I see, it just has that
Right.
weird, and I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
what?
That's a new one. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's just weird. Like,
No, the
I would
thing
much
that-
rather see. Okay, here's what I'd like to see. Just that plain, boring ass Audi, just tall grill.
Right.
Just put that on there. Don't give me the weird, because we're looking at a picture of 2 NSXs.
yeah.
Don't give me that, fascia on, the everyday Accord. I don't
Yeah.
want to see that.
No.
I get weirded out by that.
You know what they all look like to me? Mazdas. It's like they're all copying the Mazda Furai,
Yeah,
that
like-
concept car.
But they're
came
doing
out.
a bad job of it.
Yeah, it's like a half-assed phone-in version.
Like you're trying to cheat, like you're trying to look over somebody's shoulder and
Yeah.
draw it as you're looking, and it's not working out.
That's how I live my life. Just kidding. No,
That's
yeah,
all right, man.
that's a good choice.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, just give me that boring Audi grill on something.
I was gonna. That's actually one of my answers. Is I think the inoffensive Audi grill works on just about everything.
Yeah.
See,
So,
we're just moving into nothing but grills. That's all the front of cars are going to be
Right.
as we continue to evolve. Like Audis,
like-
remember the B5?
We're gonna
it was
get a-
just like just a cute little,
Yeah.
a little
Little
guy.
thing.
yeah.
And now it's just like this huge, all-encompassing. Same with Lexus, Toyota, Honda, everything. The new Toyota Camry is very similar to the Lexus, which makes obvious sense.
Well,
I like it.
the
Me
new
too. I like the Camry too.
the new Camry.
I tweeted it, remember? And then
Yeah.
Toyota responded.
Yes.
They're like, no, you're not getting old. Your taste is just getting better.
Hey man,
Anyways,
the new ES is a more boring Camry.
it actually looks kind of good.
It looks. I don't.
No, that's
The
the
new
thing.
ES.
Is it's sportier than it was before? So
Yeah.
it used to be an appliance.
Well,
like-
they already
Yeah.
have an F Sport version for it. I
Yes,
think.
Yeah.
I saw
it's the
commercial.
first time.
Yeah,
they've had
but
an
I mean, like,
F-Sport on
just
the
like-
Yes.
But like, the Camry, like the Camry
Yeah,
looks more sporty and aggressive.
it does.
than
That's
the
true.
ES does.
Well, of
true.
course,
Like the
it's more
E- like-
luxurious.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
ES.
Yeah, but it's like, I mean,
It's like the Kia Hyundai, right? So
But
the
it-
Hyundai's
yeah.
the luxury, Kia's the
but like, have you
performance.
seen the new ad for the ES?
I
Not-
have not.
yes, yes.
Yeah, where
It
it's like
shows all
some
three.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like the big thing is like it's just running around the city like doing nefarious shit.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
Yeah.
and then you show me that, and it's like, oh,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
You-
I can run a marathon in my slippers, but that's not the option I'm looking for.
You
But
have
you'll
to
become-
understand where it came from, though. Like, it was vanilla. It was beige.
Yeah,
It
no,
was-
I'm very familiar
Yes.
with.
So-
Have you not seen the meme of like why? God damn it, Ted! Look at you.
Yeah.
You're doing a bang up job over there in accounting. What is that? Your third promotion of the year?
Upper class.
Yeah.
Upper middle class right there.
I know Stacy's going through that goth phase, but she'll get over it.
Hey, Karen, good job.
You know, like, yeah, it's just a meme of just like, you know, suburban dad platitudes and then a picture of an ES.
Right.
Or an RX.
So
No,
it is.
it's an ES and it is a fantastic meme. I will find it and send it to
Okay,
you.
pretty beautiful.
But
It
yeah,
is
no.
exceptionally sportier than what it used to be.
Yes.
I'm not saying it's
I agree with
sporty.
that.
Yeah.
Right.
However,
Yeah, it is.
it's
It's going
jumped
somewhere.
up.
And
It's-
also on that note, have you heard the new V6 Camry?
Yeah.
Again, it sounds.
Dude,
They actually
it's
made
great.
some gutturalness to it. It's got some snap, crackle, and pop. That
Like,
snap,
it looks-
snap, crackle, and pop, and it
There you
actually
go.
sounds good.
so
Yeah.
much better than the EcoBoost sound.
yeah, yeah. I like. You know, it's sad that the Passat GT is going away because
Dude.
that no more Wookiees for me.
So speaking of EcoBoost, so at the NASA weekend, there was somebody running around in kind of a built EcoBoost Mustang.
Oh,
Like big front mount and everything.
all the whistles.
Yeah. And I got in an argument with Dave Kazarian, one of the NASA region heads.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, that's awesome. I want to see more of that. And he's like, it's just wrong. It needs to have a V8. And I'm like, but,
It needs a flat plane crank V8.
I'm like, yeah, but it can't. Because not everybody can afford that. And this is awesome in its own right.
Yeah,
You know?
that is pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's funny. Well, good choice.
So
Benjamin, did we hear from Ben?
no,
No.
I'm still not.
Oh,
done.
you haven't
Oh,
got.
wow.
Oh, okay.
I'm,
Jeez.
I'm just
God.
getting started.
Oh boy, strap in, everybody. 2 hours
So
later.
I'm going to go ahead and do the low hanging fruit here.
Okay, I thought I did, but okay.
Anything on a Tesla.
Oh
Any
No,
Boo,
no,
ba-doosh.
that's the best thing about the Model 3. I
Ba-doom.
love that no nose nose.
So
Yeah, they
no,
don't- they
that's
don't
the
need
thing.
it.
It looks wrong. I'm
does.
okay with having no nose. I totally get it. I support it if they design it right.
Right.
But
You
it
want it-
looks like here's where insert the grill here,
They just
and
cut
then
it.
they just
Look-
didn't do anything.
That's what I love.
It's
almost
stubby.
I know it's almost a play on these regular cars. Like we could have it, but we don't need it.
add a little curvaceous.
Oh, if they don't do
It's-
that, it's just going to be a wedge. They're going to
just-
wedge it.
It's,
yeah, make it a Vector. Whatever happened with Vector? That's a good looking
Yes.
car.
Yes,
The W12 or whatever
I
the
want-
hell
yeah.
it was. W whatever
Man,
it was.
That might be my answer. Is more no nose nose.
all right.
That's a good answer.
That's an answer.
That
So
is
you put
indeed
that
an
on.
answer.
I would rather have that on a Lexus. Give me a no-nose Lexus, which is basically what I said with the B3 Passat.
Yeah.
They started
true.
that trend back in
Yeah.
like, late 80s, early
Yeah.
90s.
Yeah.
But one grill, I was driving around a lot today, and I noticed a grill that I think is very underrated.
What's that?
Because of the badge in the middle, Nissan. So they've been big into not the 350 because it's obviously in 370. That's,
No, that's
obviously
something-
its own thing.
It's a-
but
It's a fish.
most of them are
You
like
ruined that car for me.
squared off V. Most of their grills, if you notice, they're like a squared off V shape.
Yeah,
You mean
they
that,
are.
You mean that goofy ass thing that they debuted on the Maxima when the new redesign came out?
Yeah.
I don't know about the current one, but
the four-door sports car when they tried to revive that.
Yeah, that.
Look
Like,
at
that's
the
when-
look at the Xterra or like the
Rogue.
or the Rogue or
Yeah,
something like that.
my mom
You
drives a Rogue.
stick that grill on most any car, and it's
pretty-
reasonable.
looks
It's
pretty
pretty
good.
decent looking.
It's no Lexus.
So they
It's-
use a pretty plain headlight, so...
well, yeah, that
I think
throws
that
it
just-
off, but the grill I think is
Yeah.
Yeah, it
pretty
is.
decent.
But let's not forget, they brought the Altezza light to America. The Altezza tail light to America.
No, the Altezza
Oh yeah,
did.
no, every
The
Altima.
IS300 did.
Yeah, but I mean,
Oh,
a mass
yeah,
production, the freaking Altima,
that-
everywhere.
Second gen Altima was actually pretty.
My dad owns
Pretty
one. They're
cool at the
pieces
time.
of shit is what they are. But
Agreed.
they'll keep going.
But then the answer that I think is my official answer.
Mm-hmm.
I'd actually like to see a Jeep grill on a truck, like
Like a Wrangler
like
grill.
yeah,
Like the frickin-
the seven,
seven slot
grill.
slats.
Put that on my Ram. I'd dig it.
All right.
It's a Jeep thing.
With
Is
the
that what
super
you-
round headlights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you put that on your rear
I
window?
feel like
it's a Jeep
all
thing.
or nothing.
Well,
Yeah.
well, the
to-
YJ was square headlights, and I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah,
nobody
but that
thinks about a YJ when they think about a Jeep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You might own them and you still don't think about them.
Yeah. They're
You
also
trip
the,
over it in your driveway.
They're also
Yeah,
the
what the hell is
biggest
this?
pieces of shit when it comes to the Wrangler generations too.
So-
I mean, that straight act, it's just horrible. Just
So-
a horrible wheeling machine.
So speaking of grills, this isn't really an answer, but I'm looking at this, the Ferrari
Yeah.
up in your canvas picture, and I wonder about the C8 mid-engine, and I wonder how they're going to be able to properly differentiate
Ooh.
from that in a Ferrari.
That-
Because I look at that and I think, Corvette's only going to have slightly bigger headlights.
yeah, it's going to
Besides
be,
that.
Well, there's conversion kits you can buy for a C7 to make it look like an F12 Ferrari.
Yeah.
And it literally does look like it from
Yeah.
the front. Yeah.
it's a very
Which makes
weird
sense.
thing.
But yeah, you saw the video of it testing on the Nürburgring, the C7 mid-engine, or whatever
The
they're calling
C8.
it.
I've seen
The
pics.
C8.
I haven't seen any videos.
The
of
video sounds pretty good. You could
Yeah.
obviously clearly hear that it's a DCT. There's the flappies going
Yeah.
on
It's
there.
fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. It does have kind of that Ferrari-esque front
Yeah,
fascia.
it's going to need
Yeah.
something.
It's going to have to differentiate somehow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
interesting.
It's going to be a 2.5 foot wide bow tie on the front. That's what it's going to be.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's the one thing I was going to say is like the logos just keep getting bigger.
Yep.
That's how they do it.
Yeah,
I was gonna say you said grills are taking over, but it's really
logos.
Logos,
Yeah.
it's logos.
That's true.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's true.
Remember the Ford Oval just used to be like this cute little 2x3
Oh, yeah, the
inch.
Chevy bow tie. was,
Yeah.
Yeah, just like,
little
like
3x2.
Yeah, like
I,
2
I
inches
saw
wide.
a
Now-
Land Rover Discovery Series 2 today, and
Yeah.
it's just like you can barely make out the little
Yeah.
little
Well, it's
oval
off center
rod-
too.
Yeah.
like over by the
Land Rover logo,
headlight.
yeah.
Yeah, just a tiny little thing. It's
Yeah.
just like if you
Yeah,
if
these-
you look hard enough,
yeah.
you'll see that we made it.
Now they're measured in feet.
Yep.
Yeah, it's insane. Good answer. That's a good answer. Yeah, everybody, good job.
Good
Proud of
answers
you.
Yeah.
all around.
All right.
Yay.
So let's hit the cam page.
All right.
Mike's got that.
Let's see. Shane Wheeler and Alex Crane are wrong.
No, they are not.
They like the new Lexus.
Oh,
Look.
jeez.
Thank
Alex,
you two.
Come
I
on,
appreciate
dude.
You
You have
and
a
all you
sweet
do.
Mustang.
Yep.
Come on. You're better than that.
Yep. Let's see. Matt Barker comes in with 2. Ford Taurus with an Audi grill.
Oh, I like it.
Oh,
Like a new gen? Like it's like a last gen Taurus?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Or like we're talking Dave's Taurus Challenge drink?
God, yeah.
Yes. That'd be awesome.
Well, then he says Prius nose on a Lambo, which
I don't know. The Prius knows.
Already kind of looks like a Lambo.
it's getting yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of
it's
Gallardo-ish.
there.
It's getting wedgy.
Yep.
Yeah. Or
Yes.
Huracan-ish.
Yeah, let's see. Brandon Kuhn says he always loved the Escalade grill and front clip on a Silverado.
Yeah, I like that.
Well,
I-
like the
yeah.
second gen.
Yeah.
Those are terrible.
No, I dug it.
I like it. Me
Yeah.
too. I would do it. Short box, freaking caddy front end. Slam that sucker down on 22s all day.
They had fat asses.
Yep.
What I liked to see is back when the Charger came out too. They would swap like the Magnum front ends on
Right.
a Charger and 300 front ends, and
Or a
swap
Bentley,
it out.
a Bentley front end on a 300.
Yeah.
Common.
Yeah.
Yeah. So common.
Mm-hmm.
But then I'd put Latrells on them.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Gotta
buddy.
have spree
Gotta
wells
have those
spinning.
spree wells,
Yeah, buddy.
which are long dead. And for those kids who don't know what those are, look it up.
What was the line? When the rims stop, the wheels keep spinning.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, this
Drop that record.
Spinners.
this podcast is just Houston in the early 2000s.
Yeah, correct.
That's really
Literally.
just
Okay,
grills,
that is-
wheels. That's what we're talking about right now.
That
Yeah.
is an automotive trend I'm actually pissed I missed out on.
There's the spree wells, the friggin'
Yes.
spinners.
Hey, you
I
like
mean,
to
I could-
recycle.
It's gonna come back. Everything comes back into fashion.
Yeah.
It's the same in cars.
I
Circle of
remember
life.
I had an EP3 Civic, and out in in Taylorsville,
Yes.
I saw an EP3 Civic
with spinners.
with 20-inch. What were they? The dub wheels. The
Whatever. Just
How small did the rotors look?
22 strong or
You
whatever they
couldn't
call
see
it.
them.
Exactly.
dude.
Check
That's
out that
hilarious.
wheel well in there.
yeah.
What's that show? It was West Coast Customs. Yeah,
Yep.
that's the WCC. That's what West Coast Customs made all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Thanks,
wasn't in-
Ryan, German last name.
I remember riding in Jeremy Allen's Escalade back in high school.
Yeah.
He had an Escalade on air ride with 22-inch. They were huge at the time. 22-inch spinners.
Yeah,
Man, that was
Oh.
those were some good times. He's sitting there airing it out as we're driving down, and it drops the rear
Yeah.
end, and then we stop, and everybody's like,
just
craning
looking at
necks, looking at these wheels that kept spinning.
Well, the first time I went
Yeah.
to SEMA, 2004, that's all it was in the wheel and tire section was
Yeah.
spinner. 32. You had the 32-inch spinners.
Oh.
No,
the
not
bigger you,
2004.
the bigger. Oh
No.
yeah,
It'd
dude.
make you-
No.
it'd make you
Absolutely.
nauseous.
there.
No,
I
I
was
was
there.
there. It was They didn't sell them, but they were there. Yeah. It was in the whatever. I can't remember what booth it was. But man, the TNA was fantastic in 2004.
Wow.
Lots of body paint. I miss those days. They don't do that anymore. Anyways,
Yeah, I'd be okay if that came back.
yeah. Anyways,
So
it's a bit of a tangent. Sorry.
we posted up in Motoring United, and they disappointed because Gavin wasn't there to tag everyone.
Oh,
So I tagged the usual response, Connor Rowe, and he said, "I got to be honest, grills are getting ugly, so he likes nothing."
the no-nos.
Yeah,
With
and
Benjamin.
I said, "Well, what's an old grill that you liked?" And he responded with Ford, or sorry, Aston.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's classic.
That's timeless.
All right, that's
Same
that was
thing.
that was a safe answer.
Yeah, good answer.
That's the thing is it bugs me though that Ford cribbed it because it's like, well, it's
Well, they
not
put
the
it
same.
on they put it on the Fusion. Looks great on the Fusion. It's an Aston Martin 4-door.
Yeah. But like the new V8 Vantage, I kind
Yeah,
of like it
that's
from the
gorgeous.
front. It's a little
Yeah.
bold, but
I would
it's-
take it from behind. I don't, whatever.
Would you?
Yeah,
All right.
any which way.
Okay
It's a
then.
beautiful car. Anyway, that's a good answer.
Yeah. We only had one response in the Utah Association of Euros, and that was Brandon.
That was me just confessing my hatred for Lexus.
Yep.
Sorry, Lexus. Great cars, just ugly as shit from the front. And I
That's a
posted an
sweet comment.
exact picture of what it actually looks like on
Yeah.
that page. If you're not a member of Utah Association of Euros, feel free to join us. We are a Euro-only club. So, whatever. Shameless plug. You're probably going to delete it in editing, so whatever.
Yeah, whatever. No,
We'll
it's
have
gotta
some
stay there.
silence.
Hey, I've got control this week.
Hey,
so
there
I
we
can
go.
Do what I want.
Yeah, he'll delete the whole.
Thanks, dear
Podcast.
leader, shadowy billionaire. Dear shadowy billionaire.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to call you from now on.
I'm gonna call him Dearest if he's a shadowy billionaire.
Yeah, dearest shadowy billionaire.
We actually did have a response on the Instagram.
Yes, we did.
Uh-oh.
Alex Crane,
Hey.
even though we responded on Facebook, he gave an actual answer on the Instagram.
I'll keep you wanting more.
And
Yep.
he said the Alfa Romeo Giulia grill is
Ooh.
pretty awesome.
It is.
He's not sure what he'd put it on. Maybe a Stinger GT.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Damn. Alex. Out of the park, man.
Still wouldn't save the Stinger.
I think the Stinger's a good looking car.
If Gavin were here, he would probably cuss
Yeah.
you out because he is a fan.
Yeah, there would have been an immediate
Oh,
edit you.
let's make this happen.
All things Stinger
All
GT.
right.
Well, he's adorable.
Well, his one of his closest friends has a Stinger GT, and he
Yeah.
is trying to basically put the most miles on it and do
Well, yeah.
do what am I looking for? A torture test or something.
Well, it's just like because of what he's doing for a job, like he
Right.
just he piles the miles on his car. So
Right.
So
Like-
he's over 15,000 miles on his Stinger GT so
Jeez.
far.
And it's
Yeah.
only been like 4 or 5 months that he's owned it, something like that.
He's up there a little bit more.
Yeah. But-
Probably 7-8 months into it now, which my truck is over 16,000 miles and I'm like 9 months into it. So
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I've had mine for 10 and I put 16 on the Mini. So.
yeah.
Anyways.
So he's trying to, his friend is so, which we've had him on before, Justin.
Yeah.
He's so involved in the Stinger GT that, you
Yeah.
know, Gavin by association is
Well, I think
rooting for all things Stinger GT.
I think it's an impressive car, but I like hatchbacks. and big sedans. So it's kind of like a melding of both of those. It's like the A7, which I thought was ugly at first, but now I love.
Yeah,
So-
I love the A7, and that's that. Going back to the Accord, that's what I don't like about the Accord is it's like Acura front end, kind of generic side profile, A7 rear end. It just
Right.
doesn't mix together.
It's just a bunch of stuff thrown together.
Or
Yeah,
even
it's
worse,
basically
it's
like people like. Let's take the focus group. They like this front
Yeah.
end. They like this back end.
Yeah.
They like this. Let's not make it cohesive. Let's just throw them all at it.
Yeah, it's just like on 30 Rock where they inadvertently turn a microwave and design the Pontiac Aztec.
Yeah.
People like to microwave multiple things. It needs 4 doors. Oh, but we need some ergonomics, so we have the front end look like this, and the back. Oh, we just successfully designed the Pontiac Aztec.
Yes.
Great episode. Look it up. Anyways,
Yeah.
yeah, it's funny.
Do we have anything else
Nope.
from the various places?
Nope,
Mine-
everybody else is
UJCC?
functionally useless.
Okay,
I did
awesome.
get a lot of likes on the Utah Association of
We
Realtors.
don't want your
Cowards.
There he goes.
Hey, just
Comments.
justification, just validation.
we
That's all
don't
it
want
is.
your likes.
I think it's more of that shameless plug.
Yeah.
We don't want your likes. We want comments, you cowards.
They commented through the likes.
No, they
Everybody
didn't.
agreed.
No, they
And
didn't.
We're talking people who own some pretty amazing cars. A Maserati, come on. Gran Turismo
Ghibli?
MC?
A
Yeah.
Maserati Ghibli,
No, it was the Gran Turismo. What's the hopped up version of the Gran Turismo?
I don't know.
MC Stradale.
Yeah, the MC Stradale.
Okay,
That's
That
great.
is
They have-
that's a beautiful
that's
car.
a grill right
That's
there.
a grill.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's got to be
Oh.
the Stradale. A normal.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
You can stick down whatever you want.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
buying
yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
as long as it has that V8 too. Screamer.
yeah.
Screaming memes all day. Anyways.
Yeah. So I think it's time to pull this thing into port then.
Yeah.
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 There we go.
So we want to thank BJ. I think we need to have you back on.
Yeah. You've got
And
some
when,
knowledge.
When Dave's here.
What?
You've got
One
great
time
knowledge.
thing.
No.
No.
I'm just kidding.
No.
No. The pizza's good, right?
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, you keep me fed.
Yes.
That's what we.
Talk dirty to me.
Yeah.
I'll come back.
Oh, just wait until Dave shows up.
Oh wait, what racing series do you watch?
Do I watch?
Yeah.
Well, up until probably 24 months ago, it was NASCAR. Now it's probably, I don't know, drag racing.
Oh,
I like watching drag
yeah,
racing
nice.
right now.
There you go.
Interesting.
Yep.
Are we coming up on the season finale of an NHRA series, or did it already happen?
Oh, I don't watch NHRA. I just watch the amateur stuff.
Oh,
There we
okay,
go.
there you go. Nice. Okay,
Just
cool.
watching the people who are doing it for the love of the game.
Yeah, that's right. People who actually want to be there.
He
People who,
watches Pinks.
yeah, people who aren't related to
TV show.
John
Oh,
Force.
Yeah.
Threw a
Is-
little pink.
Yeah,
Ugh.
people who aren't related to John Force. I get it.
There you go.
Yeah, smart. Cool. Anyways, well, thanks for coming
Nepotism?
out.
What?
Yeah.
Hey, thanks
Appreciate
for
it.
having me, guys.
Yes.
I appreciate it.
So go ahead and follow us on all our social media at Cam Auto Mag. Make sure to hit up our sponsor Steady Broke. Follow them on social media at steady.broke and steadybroke.com. And make sure to go out to CamAutoSwag.com.
Auto swag.
Yeah, we'll be throwing out some more stuff. We can't do it this week, but we've got a good one for you with your face on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
But you're here this week, so we can't release it now.
Yeah, don't worry. We're going to have to wait until one of your month-long absences.
We need
And
to,
we need to drop it.
We just need to run this through, editorial and pre-approve that. So
Yeah, don't worry.
It's been pre-approved.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the two
it just-
dudes paying the bills.
all
We're
these-
down for it.
All these "don't worry" statements really worry me. So okay, we'll see what happens.
Listen, man, this is America. We're trying to make money. You
Yes.
need to stop worrying.
Okay,
All
just,
right.
just full of the worry. Okay, good.
Capitalism, it's working, man.
Yes, the capitalism that is allowing you to buy your future daily driver that we will not speak about, and your future project car that you.
That's
Those
not
are
going to be a
turbo
project car.
sounds.
That's going to be a
They're
date,
both-
date night car.
They're
Date
both
night
mini
car.
Countrymans.
Yes.
Yeah, December.
No,
What?
I can't get enough of the minis.
Nope.
I need all the minis.
Oh, no, it's going to be a Countryman and a Clubman.
Clubman. I do
Because you
like
just
There
the
hate
aren't
yours.
so many anymore.
I need those barn doors, yo.
Yes, I
Yeah,
also
you do.
hate rear visibility in my hatchback.
Yeah, correct. Yes.
There it is.
Because that's what I really hate about hatchbacks. That you can see out the back of them.
Yeah.
yes, but yeah. Until next time, thank you. I have been Trent,
I've been Mike.
I've been BJ.
I've been Brandon.
and now we do the fade out thing where we talk randomly.
And I'm
Yeah,
gonna-
but make sure you're pulling the right dials there.
I don't know if I am.
Ooh, I like
You're
it.
doing
Am I
something.
doing this right?
You're
God.
pulling something.
Oh, jeez.
All right.